All right, and we're back with the program. It is Gerald coming right back at you here, and I've got a great guest on right now. I tell you what, it's been so exciting for me since I got a confirmation of this announcement that she's going to be part of the program right now. I'm so looking forward to it. It is a great guest indeed. She is, I guess to say prolific actress is probably going to be the words I would use the most because if you stop by her IMDb page, she's been a very active young lady. She's been, on several different shows, programs, movies. I think the most notable ones that are out there are Law and Order SVU, and also the Morning Show on Apple TV right now, which is a big hit on that outlet. It is Lisa London, and Lisa, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to speak to me right here at the Pop Culture Cosmos.
Oh my gosh, I am so honored and humbled to be on the show and excited because it gives me something to do.
I hear you. When we're at the stay-at-home order, this quarantine, but it's not quarantine, but it kind of is like a quarantine. The stay-at-home,
I know. It's like they haven't really made it a law or a demand or a command, but they keep, emphasizing that they want us to adhere so people can interpret it all different ways. So hopefully we'll get through this quicker and everyone will just do it. Just bite the bullet, just do it, as boring and as lonely as it can be. But I think we just have to get past this curve, as they say, flatten the curve.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. I know I've heard the words martial law, lockdown, and it's not as bad
Well,
as that.
I don't like to follow rules, so this is very difficult for me.
I hear you on that, but it is for the better health of not only yourself and others.
Absolutely.
So I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Now
they call it a world pandemic for a reason. It's affecting every single species on the planet. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And again, if everybody else does the same in kind, maybe we can go ahead and, like you said, flatten the curve sooner rather than later.
Exactly.
And that's something I wanted to talk to you about is the importance of the coronavirus and its impact on an industry you are most familiar with, and that is the movie industry, the television industry, the entertainment industry as a whole.
Yes.
And, looking at the number, people could just go to your IMDb page, like I said, and see all the work that you've done, just say even from 2015, and all the number of different spots that you've been on and that you've been able to be a part of, and all the great shows of great programs, great movies that you've been a part of, and see how prolific you have been in recent years. And then all of a sudden it stops.
Yes.
All of a sudden, it's not there. And in fact, this year alone, you had 6, not 1, not 2, but 6 that was in some sort of completion stage or post-production that had to be halted by what's going on with the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's really scary and really frustrating. I've been so blessed. They say in this business, I'm on a roll right now. And in so many different genres too, because I'm on these this huge, incredible television show, The Morning Show, which directed by Mimi Leader and starring Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Billy Crudup, Steve Carell. It's just kind of like, I pinch myself. And then I'm also doing all these wonderful lower budget independent films by this director, Greg Hatanaka, who is so topical on what he writes about, and the way he shoots is kind of like Tarantino, but he's got his own flavor too. And he's actually, we were just getting ready to shoot a movie loosely based on the coronavirus before it was anything like how it is now.
And that's something I was going to touch upon, because that is at the very top of the IMDb page. It is there.
Yes.
It's kind of funny and ironic in a way.
He wants to do it sensitively. He wants to do it to reflect exactly what's going on. But our lives are changing so much all the time that it's constantly being rewritten. And then I did a bunch of really cool films for him that were all set to go one after the other on Amazon Prime. And now everything's kind of, stalling and coming out later. But great news, a fabulous comedy I did called Acrylic. and a really fun spoof on 50 Shades of Grey called Body of Night. They're going to be airing on Tubi and Amazon Prime really quickly. I think sometime this month. And then the others, Choke and Heartbeat, will be coming later. And then I got cast by legendary Jim Wynorski, who's like a huge old-time producer, director, writer, in this really funny thing called Cannibal Pep Squad. But we just keep saying it's pending because it's all cast and he's writing the script, and he's got a green light to shoot it, but it's just when. And that's what's so stressful on everybody. That's what's causing everyone, no matter what profession you're in, to be so anxious, is that we don't know when anything is going to happen again.
And that's something I wanted to ask you is, it's so concerning for someone such yourself that has, like you said, you're on a roll. You're getting those roles, they're coming at you. And as someone who worked on the back end in Hollywood before he came out to Vegas back in the 90s, I learned very quickly, if you don't have those next projects in line,
right? It's the momentum. The momentum. Yeah,
it's all about the momentum. I worked for two special effects companies that had the same thing. Once they ran out of projects, it was a very hard, dark times. And if you don't have that, are you concerned that role that you're on may be stopped because of what's going on?
Well, first of all, I am so mind, body, spirit. So I'm so in the frame of mind of let go, let God, let the universe. And I know it's going to turn out just the way it's supposed to. And I have faith that everything that I've done that's in the can already, I know will eventually come out. And also I know that these wonderful directors that hired me already, I know that we will shoot it. Again, I just don't know when. And I just have to believe that it's for a reason, that I don't get to see myself plastered all over the world when I thought I was going to, but hopefully I'll bring a lot of joy and entertainment with these projects that I did with such beautiful people, and continue to work with such incredible people. And I think we all just have to have faith that we just have to get through this. And really, I think we're all going to emerge as artists anyway. I know a lot fuller, like a lot more life inside me to be able to express and share. I mean, I've been writing poetry again. I've been sketching. I mean, it's like, it's forcing us to use all the gifts we have, and to use our brains and our imagination. And as horrible as this all has been, I just keep seeing the glass half full about all the good things that I hope we can continue to be and grow as humans when we come out of this on the other side.
Excellently put. I couldn't have put that better myself. As a society, as a species, would like to see what we can learn from this pandemic. I mean, because there's obviously something there to teach us. We just have to go ahead and learn how to be better and move on from this, but also learn from this and how we can go ahead going forward. Not only just the way that we treat diseases like this, but the way we interact with each other and how we interact.
But you know what is wonderful, I think, I've always been the kind of person that I've been smart. Like if I know someone's sick, I won't go around them. But you know, when you're on an airplane or whatever, and you're around so many germs, we've learned tools to use. Just the fact to just keep washing your hands, keep putting the hand sanitizer on, not just once when you board the plane, but like over everything. And just knowing also that 6 foot of social distancing, I think we will be a little bit more cautious about how close we get to anyone who has something that could be contagious. And I think that's valuable information to learn. But also, I think that just the kindness of caring for each other, with like love and peace in our hearts, really, because we're all in something so frightening together. Hopefully that will carry into the great times that are in store for all of us, and we can still be that compassionate and considerate of each other. And also just the way that we appreciate doctors, because I know so many times we're so scared to go to the doctor or the dentist even to get your teeth cleaned, and now just to know, you know, how wonderful they are, really just trying to help. And then all the people that package our food, pick our food, sell us our food. I mean, my gosh, I'm so glad they're getting the appreciation they deserve right now too.
Absolutely. And to all the medical workers and anybody affected that is still working out there in the industries that they have to be out there, our thoughts and prayers are with them in regards to this crisis. But one of the things I wanted to ask you in regards to your own career is, you talked about seeing yourself out there, seeing your face out there, and seeing your work and ability out there. You know, and one of the things I wanted to ask you is, the morning show is probably one of the most recent, most notable things that people can point to on your career as of recent note. And you talked about the tremendous cast that was there. How big of a thrill is it for you to go ahead and say, not only was I part of this cast, but that you can see yourself on such a prominent platform, because this is one of Apple TV's biggest shows right now that they've going. They don't have a lot of programming, but what they
they don't. What's so amazing for me, there's a lot of levels about this. It's what they call like a cameo role. It's a small role in the sense of how much time I'm on screen on this, but it's pivotal because it was the season finale, and I got to work with Mimi Leder, who is actually a wonderful friend of mine, and we had never worked together before. And just to be able to see her getting the recognition and my God, all the glowing reviews and everything that she deserves, because it's you know, no matter what, it's tougher for female directors in this town, and just coming through for her, like knowing that, you know, I did a great job for her, it was just one of the most amazing feelings in my life. And also, the show made history. A debut network has never been nominated for major awards before, and I was just, I mean, beyond proud and thrilled and humbled and honored to be a part of this, definitely.
And absolutely, it looks like that the morning show is going to be one of the cornerstones for Apple TV for some time to come. And your work is greatly appreciated on that show.
Thank you.
And as someone who, you know, has seen a lot of the stuff that you're talking about, is there one performance outside of the morning show that you point to when somebody comes up to you? I noticed you at the Comic-Cons as well, that you've done work at Comic-Cons and appearances and whatnot. Someone that comes up at you and says, you know, if there's one thing out of your career that you want people to go out of their way to see, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, there's so many, for so many different reasons. I feel the same way as far as like a small role that meant so much to me and that was so critically and commercially successful, was my role in Sudden Impact, which was Clint Eastwood's return to Dirty Harry, and it was my first dramatic role. And it's so wonderful because it's shot in a way that people would come up to me and go, oh my God, you were so great, you were murdered, you were raped, you were this. None of that actually takes place on film. It's just it's that beautifully shot, the way Hitchcock did Psycho, that your imagination takes you to wherever you want to go with the character. So that was amazing. And currently I'm the babe in the Ed Sheeran Justin Bieber music video I Don't Care, which was the smash hit of the summer, and a huge music video director from England, Emil Nava, cast me in that off a photograph, I think, either a photograph or a video on IMDb. And just the surprise of being, because when you shoot a music video, you don't know what they're going to edit or whatever, but to be the featured actress in it with them, and the success of the song and the video, I love for people to see it, because I think music heals all, and it's a fabulous song, and it's a really wonderfully bizarre video. But just, I mean, Choke, which isn't out yet, which is one of the films I just did with Gregory Hatanaka. I'm super excited for people to see that, because it's a very surreal, different kind of film, and I think it was a very brave film to do. So I can't wait for people to see that too.
A lot of good things are coming your way. I still believe that once we get out of this, that your career is still going to continue on that roll as it rolls down Hollywood, right there for you, right down Melrose. When I work
Exactly.
across the street from Paramount Studios, so I do know that area a little bit.
Yeah,
Although
I love where I live so much. I mean, I have the best of both worlds. I have like total city urban right here, and then I can just take a million hiking trails. Well, not now, I can't, but normally I can. Yeah, that's something I'm so missing, but it's okay. I've been exploring remote areas, unpopulated areas to walk and hike, and but the next couple of weeks here in California is our supreme test of everyone. They want everyone to really stay at home, not even go shopping for food. And hopefully we will not see the numbers of deaths that they originally predicted. I have faith.
as do I, and something that I hope for as well, that we can flatten the curve and all work on this together. And once we come out of this, see more great work from you. And one
Thank
last thing
you.
before we head on out, if somebody wants to get a hold of what you're doing, what you're up to, I know you've got a Facebook page out there, but any type of social media, or where can they go to learn more about what you're doing?
Well, my Instagram page is really active, and it's Lisa London LA. Lisa London LA is my Instagram page. And then I have a couple of pages on Facebook. I've got Lisa London Fan. And I also have the Pinups Live, which reflects my my music career. I had a big major record deal in the 80s, and I have a lot of fun stuff on there all the time too. But I post everything all the time, and Amazon Prime. Even right now, I've got Holy Terror on there. Wonderful director Rich Mallory did that, and I'm getting ready to do another horror film for him. And also I did a really cool scary movie called Why, directed by Corbin Timbrook, who's another great friend of mine, and that should be out in theaters as soon as we have theaters. But Amazon Prime, yeah, I should be on a lot of movies. And if you go to my pages, it tells them all, but it's basically the titles are Choke, Acrylic, Body of Night, Heartbeat. So yeah, exciting stuff.
And that coronavirus movie, if it's
Yeah, but that we haven't started to shoot yet, so I don't know the title of that yet, but it'll be another Gregory Hatanaka film. So
very important on that
super
one,
excited.
how that one plays out. So,
I know it's going to be great. That's all I know for sure.
and the great body of work that you already have out there, and the ones that are coming up on the way. I wish you nothing but continued success. I'd love to have you
so
back on the
much.
program on again whenever it's convenient for you. And I'll tell you what, it's just been so great speaking to you today. And again, I just wish you safe health and continued success to you in your career.
Thank you. Best of health to you, and I hope this goes viral.
I hope it does.
That's a virus pun. I know it was bad.
Of course, no, that works for me. Pun is right now. We need all the humor we can get, all the puns we can get.
Humor, music, entertainment, dance a lot, and just keep laughing. I mean, keep laughing.
Anything to break up the Tiger King memes. That's all.
Yes.
I've seen way too much of Joe Exotic already.
Okay, I tried, but I am such a worshiper of wild animals and believe that they should be wild that I couldn't do it. I watched not even a whole episode. I couldn't get through it.
Well, we describe story on the show as like watching a car wreck.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you for not watching the train wreck that's known as Tiger King.
I've never been one of those people. I set off enough fires on my own.
Now, if the Tiger King movie or TV series, because I think it's a TV series that's in development this time, although a lot of actors have said they want to play it, would you be, if asked, would you want to play a role in that?
If it was done in a way that I thought it could be a great film with a great message, somehow figure out what the message is. But if it's just like a recreation of the reality TV aspect of it, probably not.
Because you know it's going to be sensationalized at some.
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yeah. And if they do it in the right way, I one of the films I did for Gregory Hatanaka was Samurai Cop 2 Deadly Vengeance, and that was a spoof on a supposedly worst movie ever made. But the way it was done was so hilarious. And that's another one of my movies that's out there that's streaming everywhere too. And I've never been in a premiere where the entire sold out audience was laughing out loud, like roaring laughing, including myself. And I don't really do that, especially if it's me, because I'm so nervous watching myself. But yeah, if they would do the Joe Exotica, whatever his name is, thing, well, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see the script.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Lisa, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to speak to me right here at the Pop Culture Cosmos.
I love it. I can't wait to hear it.
Sounds good. Thank you again.
Bye. Peace, everyone. Stay well. Stay un-COVID.
And it's finishing up right now. It's still finishing. It's waiting to end. We're still waiting to end. Oh my gosh. It's hanging up.